Today I'll be talking about the function of cell organelles, specifically between plant and animal cells. Since both types of cells are eukaryotic, they contain membrane-bound organelles such as the nucleus and mitochondria. However, some organelles are only present in one cell and not the other, and I will compare those differences later on. Back to cells. Cells are the basic building blocks for all living things. An organism's functions are the processes that help it grow and flourish. The functions may be obtaining oxygen and water and excreting waste. Cells are what carry out those functions. For example, cells in our digestive system help absorb food, providing our bodies with energy and particles needed for growth. For cells to stay alive, it must perform many of the same functions as an entire organism. Plant and animal cells consist of tiny individual cell structures called organelles that perform specialized functions within a cell. First, I'm going to tell you about their organelle similarities. Both plant and animal cells have the cell membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm, ribosome, mitochondria, smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, and vacuole. Cell membrane controls what particles can go in and out of the cell, so it's like your window screen at home. It regulates oxygen and keeps out the insects so that we humans can be safe. Next, we have the nucleus. The nucleus is sort of like the brain of the cell. It controls the gene expression and it contains most of the cell's genetic material needed for DNA replication. The nucleus is surrounded by the nuclear envelope, in which selective particles can pass in and out of the nucleus, just like the cell membrane. Both plant and animal cells have cytoplasm. The cytoplasm consists of enzymes that break down waste and aid in metabolic activity. They are also responsible for giving the cell its shape and keeping the organelles in place. Ribosomes are cell structures that make protein, and protein are used for many of cells' functions, such as repairing damage. They can be found floating in the cytoplasm or attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. Mitochondria is often called the powerhouse of the cell. Its main function is to perform cellular respiration, converting glucose to ATP energy in which the cell can use for it to continue functioning. Now we have the smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum. The smooth ER is largely associated with producing lipids, which are fats, while the rough ER studded with ribosomes is involved with the production, folding, quality control, and dispatch of some proteins. The Golgi apparatus is made from stacks of thin sacs. Newly made proteins and lipids from rough ER and smooth ER move to the Golgi complex to modify and store proteins. When the cell needs the protein, the Golgi complex will package the protein and export it to the place the cell needs. Vacuole is a floating sac in plant and animal cells that serve the function of storing food and water, and can also store waste products until removed. This sac is much larger in plant cells than in animal cells. Differences. Cell walls are supporting structures that help the plant to have a fixed shape and protect it from injury. Other than that, it helps to keep the plant turgid so that it can stay firm and upright. Lysosomes are spherical organelles that contain digestive enzymes that break down large food particles into smaller ones. They can also break down worn-out organelles and release substances so that it can be used again. Lysosomes are only present in animal cells but cannot be found in plant cells. This is because the plant has cell walls that keep out the large substances that lysosomes in the animal cell can easily digest. Chloroplasts can only be found in plant cells, and they are the main structure that perform photosynthesis. Chloroplasts are easily recognizable as they contain small green-like pancakes stacked on top of each other. Chloroplasts capture energy from the sun and change it to a form of energy the cells can use in making food. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed learning from this video.